Oh, good morning, everyone. How are you doing? RK Stud back with another Robservation. And I want to congratulate War Wrestling down in Lima, Ohio for 20 wonderful years. Coming up, they're doing their 20th anniversary show, May 20th. I have all the info right here, and I'll put it down in the description. The Empowered Sports Center, 1730 North Union Street, Lima, Ohio. I believe this is their third or fourth home in the 20 years they've been there. They started out at the little, oh my God, I can't even think of the name. That they started from. Oh my God. The local Union Hall. That's what it is. The local Union Hall. Then I believe they went somewhere else, and I think they went to the Lima Convention Center. Now they're here in Emporium. They've had some moves over the years due to unforeseen circumstances. So yeah, they started 2003. Let's see. Well, I'll run down the card for you. Why don't we do that first? Okay, VIP doors open at 4 o'clock. If you've already got your VIP tickets, wonderful. They are just about sold out. General doors open at 4:45. The Hall of Fame starts at 5:30. They've announced War referee Peachy Rodriguez to be in. Several other people I can't think off the top of my head, but they're all instrumental in the beginnings of War. And last night they announced that Orlando Christopher is into the War Hall of Fame, which is wonderful because I hadn't seen him for a few years because he used to wrestle in LPW here in Fremont, and then he moved to Texas. So it'll be good seeing him again. Orlando Christopher was a good wrestler. Okay, and at 7 the wrestling starts. They always run a tight. War runs a tight ship, so when it means 7, they mean 7. If it goes a minute late, oh boy, do the owners have a bitchy fit, which is rightfully so. Okay, advanced tickets. Reserve $25 if you can find them. $10 at warwrestling.com. Or if you just go the day of the show, if there happens to be any VIP, it's $25 at the door. General is going to be $15. Okay, and running down the card, we have women's champ Shauna Reed against hardcore Heather Owens. 6-man tag of Cronus, Amos, and Zodiac with Jexy Black versus the Wise Guys and the only known mime wrestler that I know of, Jean-Paul Le Miserable. Okay, for the War Respect title, veteran Jack Bond versus Poison Apollo Star. Apollo Star has been there throughout most of War's history. Okay, TLC tag title match. Jacob Rose and Ryan Michaels versus Jimmy Shane and Will the Thrill. For the War Championship in a dog collar match, it'll be Aaron Williams against Unchained Brandon Day. In a fans bring the weapons match, that means you bring in fun weapons. We don't want no knives, no guns, anything of that sort. Anything they deemed unfit, they will not use. If you bring a weapon in, you'll be kicked out immediately and barred from future war events. So they bring your weapons, they collect them in trash cans before you go in. We'll see Beastman versus Matt Taylor. Also, a battle royal will be on hand. And for the main event, career versus war wrestling, the business itself. Jock Sampson versus Mojo McQueen. Did I say it was steel cage? I think I said steel cage. If not, there you heard it. So anyway, to go on to this, my little history with war wrestling. 2004, my local cable, they ran local ads featuring war wrestling. Let's just say I had an unfavorable opinion then of them. I won't say what I thought, but an unfavorable opinion. And then some guy just happened to pop up on Yahoo Messenger and started talking to me about war wrestling and all, all the stuff. And, come down and see it. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe sometime, Excuse me. Let's get a refresher drink. So, May 2005, the last Millennium Wrestling Federation show. Yeah, you've seen all the MWF stuff. I was talking to a couple of the guys there. I was talking to Andrew King. And I was talking to K9, Sean K9 Kindred. I said, yeah, this guy just keeps messaging me about war and how good it is. And they were asked, well, what's the screen name? And I told them. They're like, that's the whole war promoter. I'm like, oh, okay. They're like, we'll have to get you a show sometime. So, eventually we did. Early summer, fall. Was it August or September 2005 was my first war show. And boy, did my opinion on it has changed. I believe it's one of the best in the whole state of world. God, blind moment. Whole state of Ohio. Could be one of the best indie promotions in the country. Where else could you see a future talent like Nigel going around the state wrestling? Love seeing Nigel McGuinness. So what happened? Let's see. They had some of the Heartland Wrestling Association guys there. I also had brought my Buckeye Pro Wrestling Volume 1 DVD to get signed by the wrestlers that were there. There was one there, Allah Hussein. So I figured I would wait for him, in the parking lot after the show to get his autograph. I don't know how it is now, but back then, if you were a heel, you couldn't be seen associating with the bands or selling your merch. I don't know how it is now. So, I kindly asked this guy, Allah Hussein, for his autograph. No. I speak no English. No. Whether I was being a dickhead about it or not, I can't remember. But I'm like, I'm hip to all this, sir. Could you please just sign? And he said no. And then the people he was driving with, they all got involved and were making fun of me, including a young former AEW champ, John Moxley. So John proceeded to get into the driver's seat of the car, starts the car up, and thought he could proceed to scare me by coming within that close of hitting me with the car. So, yeah, to this day, yeah. Anybody that's a John Moxley fan here, I feel sorry for you because no matter what, I hated him since then. Will not cheer for him no matter what. So anyway, going on all that, I've seen him on and off. Seen him do the big Lima high school gymnasiums and little schools, and they very rarely use name talent. I mean, they've used Al Snow once or twice, but the guys that started it were trained mostly by Al Snow, so they know how this business works. See, who else have they had? They brought in Test for a show. Rest in peace, Test. And one of the shows, I got to see an early Seth Rollins. There's just been some fantastic talent, some fantastic booking, fantastic storylines, fantastic wrestling throughout it. They've drawn upwards of 1,000 people, and I believe Imperium holds. They've had to drop down to about like 3 to 500. I think they can get more in. With that said, further ado, right here is everything that will be shown. I've never really kind of shared a lot of war stuff, just because of how respectful I am towards Tom and all the other owners of war. So this is what we have. We have the first show, January Justice, from January 18th, 2003. March Mayhem, Mother's Day Massacre, Red, White, and Blues. We have June Judgment, Night of Respect, All Out War, War Wrestling presents March to Glory with Al Snow on there, and a couple other shows. Well, Unfinished Business and Free For All. I'll have them up, and if you want to look for more war wrestling, search them up on YouTube. I know there's plenty of past war shows up there to get you caught up, if you will, in all the history. So yeah, for the next few weeks, it'll be nothing but war, and May 20th, me and a couple of friends will be going down. A couple of newbies. They've never been there. They've heard of it. So they're pretty excited as well. I'm pretty excited. Maybe I'll be able to show off maybe I'll be able to film a few matches. If not, we'll see how it goes. If not, you know how I always do this. I'll do a recap of the show after I come back from seeing the show. Let you guys all know how it went and everything. So, thank you. We'll see you at the matches.